Time for More with Less, and it's sponsored by Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. Okay, so the U.S. women win the World Cup. And you know what the next question will be, because this question always comes up immediately after the women or the men have any success in soccer. So, do you think soccer will now explode in popularity in this country? And you know, the answer is the same as it's been for the 40 years the question's been asked. No, soccer will not explode in popularity here. Let me ask you something. Did you watch the Men's World Cup last year? You did, didn't you? And you were into it, weren't you? You took a long lunch, you went to a local sports bar, you watched all the U.S. games, you talked about it with your friends, you talked about it with your colleagues at work. And a week later, were you still talking about it? I'm guessing the answer is no. Okay, here's more proof. Name me 3 players from that men's team. It was just last summer. 3 guys, that's all I'm asking for. And no, Landon Donovan isn't one of them. He didn't make the team. He wasn't named to the team. I thought so. You can't name 2. Now with the women, it might be a little different. The U.S. women's team has had more success over the last 25 years because the women's game has grown more than the men's in this country. Those Mia Hamm-led teams, they won World Cups, they won Olympic gold, all kinds of international tournaments they won. They inspired a couple of generations of female athletes. They helped women's soccer grow. Plus, young female athletes, this is important, young female athletes have fewer places to take their skills as they get older. They don't have football, baseball, etc. So those great female adult athletes, they end up playing soccer or basketball and little else. And consequently, our women's national team is better than the men's on an international scale. Male athletes have so many choices, and so many more lucrative choices than soccer. Or maybe you didn't notice that in the last few days, the NBA just handed out more than $2 billion, with a B, $2 billion worth of contracts to, about 60 players. Why kick the ball for thousands when you can bounce it for millions? Now, getting back to the original question, yes, soccer will continue to grow in this country, but incrementally, not exponentially. As more of our gifted young athletes migrate to soccer, as more immigrants come to this country and bring their love of soccer with them, as soccer gets more TV exposure and the salaries go up, soccer will grow. But an explosion? After our women's team wins the World Cup? No. It'll help some, but that explosion you heard this weekend, that was from fireworks, not from a soccer boom. And that's More with Less. Brought to you by Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. It's Colorado's #1 volume Lexus dealer. It's conveniently located at I-25 in Bellevue. You can go to their website or go to the lot. Take a look at their current specials or their large selection of new vehicles, their large selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. But go to the website and check it out at CooneyLexusofGreenwoodVillage.com.